Hello and welcome back to Cream Puff Plays Modern Skyblock 2. Hopefully, I'm trying something new out with my microphone today, and hopefully, I didn't really want to make that many, but anyway, hopefully it works out okay. I have upped the gain a little bit, so what that means is that it's taking in a lot more sound. So my microphone's further away, I'm further away from it, but I'm worried that it's going to pick up my keyboard and stuff a little bit more. What I want to introduce you to is this. Look at it. It's a beautiful thing. This is my little arboretum, which is basically a big old pile of all of the trees in the game. So I sat and I bought all of the saplings from Pam's Harvestcraft market, and I've set them up on hopping bonsai pots inside these basic drawers. And inside each one of these basic drawers, let's see if I can do it from back here. Nope, that's a bad one to show you. This one, almost all of them I should say, have all of these emerald upgrades. So they hold absolutely bucket load. So each one of these multiplies how much you can hold by 13. Oh, wrong one again. By 13. So like, it just holds a lot. What I'm planning to do eventually, okay, so someone died out there. What I'm planning to do, if I run over here, and hopefully some of these have been made. None of them have been made. What are you waiting for? So I can't do that because it's still making, I asked for 2,000. I asked for 2,000 Yellorium to be made before I exited before, because my reactor was running out of power. How's it looking? How much have I got in there? 1,306. That's pretty good. Still making my 33 kerfs. 33,000 RF. How are you going? Good. I made a whole heap more impregnated sticks with this little thing. I tried to automate it through external, like through refined storage. Didn't really work, so I just filled this full of I've got this set up for seeds, which is, and then seed oil is coming out into here into this, and that's just pumping out impregnated sticks. So I've got plenty of them left for all of the impregnated stick goodness that we need it for. 538. I doubt we'll need many more than that throughout the rest of the game. I'm running back and forth like crazy. I wanted to get the external storages because I wanted to show you how these are set up. But of course they're taking forever. Is anything even going? No. Cancel all of you. You're just internally making crushed quartz. Actually, maybe that's the problem. Maybe that is the problem. Making too much crushed quartz. Although it might be doing that because it's making quartz enriched iron. Let's go have a look ski. Yeah, so we're still making heaps of that because it's got the crafting upgrade in it. Turn you off and turn you off. I think I've got enough. I've put a sewage composter in here as well. I've done lots of things. So the sewage composter, I think, if I had that set up correctly, is making compost from my little animal farm that I've made over here. I bought basically just a whole heap of animal eggs. I've got my animal feeder here, which is going crazy, which is part of the reason my frame rate's dropped, because I've had to turn it off because it just bred so many cows. And this is collecting sewage, which I'm using to make compost, which I will feed back into my farm. However, I'm not sure whether the fertilizer that it makes, so the compost fertilizer that it makes, is it called compost? No, is it called fertilizer? Yeah, fertilizer that it makes. I'm not entirely sure whether I can use this in my garden cloches, which is really what I want to know. It's to make a hydrator, which was part of the reason I made it, because that helps things grow. Right. Now, external storage. Can I make 64 of you? Yes, I need much more than 64, which is kind of a downside, but that's okay. What are you currently making? You're using nether quartz to make silicon, presumably. And then making the cores. It's hard to tell these days. Still got plenty of room. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've done. I sat here making poison imbue potions, because that was what I was short on for making these. So now you can see these are powering along wonderfully. And I set up this one here as well, which is powering along lovely as well. So let's go and find out how many empowered palace crystals we have. I want them because that's what I need for the greenhouse glass, which I need to make the cloches, which I'm going to do for mystical agriculture, which we'll do one of these days. But what am I looking for? That looks like it was loud. What am I looking for? I've totally forgotten. Palace crystals. So we've got one, which is not a huge amount, but what we can do is just make 5 more of those, which would work out lovely. And that's gone into the storage drawer. So hopefully these external storages have worked. Ugh, they're taking forever, man. Yep, they really are taking forever. What are you crafting? Okay, so it's making all of the processors and the silicon things now. Okay, so they're making the improved processors, the basic processors, and the printed silicon, and we should be, yep, starting to get some now. I'll take some. I'll take some just to show you. So, every single one of these drawers is going to be hooked up to an external storage bus. Okay, so we've got 2 rows of them done already. Every single one of those is set up as an external storage. And the other thing that I need to do, which is kind of annoying, which I have done for most of these, so you have to go and set the priority for each one of them, which means that it frees up. This is less important, I guess, for these ones, because this is the only place that's going to have any of these things. But what it will do is take anything in my storage that could be in these drawers and put it in the drawers for starters. So my paper, I've got a paper tree here, so that'll fill up with any paper that I happen to have in my system, which is good. And I have basically everything, at least 600 of everything. Every single fruit, vegetable, seed, nut, everything that I can grow on a tree. I just need to attach it all to the external storage, which is very, very good. And the reason, and I'm on the scallion baked potatoes as well, which is delicious. And the reason, so now if I look up cashew, don't have that set up, banana. Nope. So what about, I just go at Pam. So you can see my mangoes, cinnamon, soybeans, orange, lime, all of that kind of stuff is just, everything's building up. Now, this has all been for a purpose, and it brings me on to what we're going to do in today's episode. The purpose of it is that food is necessary, obviously. And I finally got some, so I'm making these scallion baked potatoes. Not too bad. The recipe for them is literally just baked potato, silken tofu, or cream, and scallions. I happen to have some silken tofu left in my inventory, or in my system, which is why I'm making them. And they're 2 haunches, which isn't bad. So what I've got here is an outline of what my house is going to look like. Ignore everything. I've literally just been blocking this out using spruce planks and logs because it's what I had on hand. I've made a little bit of a platform up here for it. So if you imagine, there's going to be like a circular area here with a tower that goes up. These are going to be stairs. And then you come in here, hallway that runs down the middle, living room, kitchen, which we're going to look at today. And then we'll run over here, and this is going to be, I think, kind of a little dining, not a dining area, because no, that's going to be the formal dining area. This is going to be a living room. And then I'm thinking master bedroom here, and then like maybe a second bedroom here or something. Not really sure, just kind of, like I said, blocking it out a little bit. But what I have prepared, and everything looks really weird on my screen. I'm getting screen tearing, which is strange. What I'm going to put here is I have all of the stuff I need to make the Cooking with Blockheads kitchen. So I thought we could start laying out the kitchen today. I've got kind of an idea. I built it with a bit of an idea in mind. So I'm thinking the sink right in the middle here. And then we'll get kitchen counters on either side. Cooking table, I kind of wanted to put... So I'm thinking fridge there. So cooking table there or fridge there? Let's have a look. We've got a fridge. And then seems a bit of an odd place for a fridge. That's and a weird thing for the fridge. And let's go here instead and try that out. Put the cooking table there. Nice. So this is where you do all of your cooking on. Counter, yes, and that should work that way as well. Beautiful. And then counter, I think oven should go there. And then maybe another counter, I think. And it should definitely have a counter there. So that's what I'm thinking. I'd like the idea of a window here. That's very, very nice for me. And then we have tool racks, and I feel like they should go above the what do you call it? Above the oven. And then we can put all of our tools on there, hopefully, actually. So, boop, and mortar and pestle, and skillet. What else we got? Pot. Is that everything? Toaster. So, we can just put the toaster in the corner, I think. And the cow in a jar can just pop down there. Cow in a jar. Yeah. Just pop down in the corner. Mixing bowl. Boop. And we got anything else? We've got the spice racks as well. I might put the spice racks kind of... I can't put it there, which is annoying. So maybe there. That's not too bad. We've got the bakeware as well. Got any iron nuggets? Did I bring some of those? No. That's okay. I like the idea of having a little island here, even if I don't use it. So there and there. Really? So it must be like that. And like that. And like... How does... That way? There we go. A bit like that. And then the multi-block kitchen can just pop itself in like that. So a little bit of a table thing. And because this kitchen floor actually counts as part of the multi-block, these are all connected. So anything I put in these... I can't actually access it. Oh, yes, I can. Anything I put in these, this can access. So the cool thing about this is if I right-click here, it'll tell me everything I can make, which isn't a lot at the moment because I haven't put anything in here. So each, splashy splash, each one of these is basically a chest, which is quite cool. And the oven. You can put the bakeware in the oven. You know what? I did not know that. So let's just pick up you, bakeware. Brilliant. Okay, so what else? The pot. Obviously the skillet, I'm guessing. Pot and skillet. I need to just click it in. Pot and skillet. And what is that? Have I even got that? What are you, mixing bowl? It's not going to be that. It's not going to be a mortar and pestle. What am I missing? What tools am I missing from pans? What do I need to make? Looking for tools. Make hardened leather. I didn't know that. Skillet, saucepan. Okay, well, we'll go and make that and we can chuck the saucepan on there. And I think there was like a knife as well. Might be wrong about that. There's quite a few things I haven't got. Why am I only seeing 2 pages? I thought there was more than 2 pages. Tools. Pam, yeah. Oh, they're down here. Ugh. Yeah, cutting board. No, I've got everything. That's everything. So I just need the saucepan. So let's go do that. The other thing, I'm pretty sure the sink needs a water block underneath it to fill. Which I think must be a new thing, because previously it used to be an unlimited water source. So I think that must be... a bucket. Yes. Let's take a water bucket. And while I'm here, let's make a saucepan. I do actually have one. I thought I'd made all of those. Thought that was a bit strange. So, go. Run. So, knock you out. Hopefully this works. Actually, do I have any other blocks with me? No. I might just for now, I'll do this, water, and that. Let's just see if this works. Can I make fresh water? Yes, I can. Okay, so that's all that really matters. So, do I even need that then? That's my question. No. Okay, didn't need it. Just doesn't quite... So I can just use it as a tank. Splash. Okay, good. So fresh water, that's all good. And we can come and put the saucepan there. It needs coal, but that's fine. So the other thing I wanted to do in here is I wanted to put a refined storage grid. So I want to be able to access all of my refined storage stuff from there. And I think, so I just need a crafting grid, I think. crafting grid. Crafting station? No, a crafting grid. So I need a grid. Well, maybe... Can I auto-craft a grid? Have I set that up? No. Okay, so let's set up an auto-crafting... Let's set up a crafting grid recipe. So I should have everything else. Crafting grid? Grid recipe, that's what I want. And boop. And you go in there. And hopefully I should have everything I need to craft you. Yep, craft. And hopefully it works. Yep, shouldn't take too long. Alright, grid. And I have all of the cables that I need to run. The question is, do I put the grid in the kitchen? The next thing I'm curious about is, do these attach to the multi-block, or do I need to run the floor up the walls? And that's what I guess I'll figure out. I guess I could just chuck this in the floor. That's not a terrible idea, actually. And let's go down through the floor here. Okay. I'm just doing this in a really weird way. Do I have my AOIT? I do. Let's just use the all-in-one tool. Really shouldn't have taken away the dirt. I need the dirt. Okay. Alright, so let's run a cable into that. How much? I should have enough. That's all good. Boop. And then run you all the way down here. And it shouldn't be too far, and I'll run it into my system that is... Oh, I forgot about that. I'm up higher. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Let's just stop here. Because I do have a system set up over here. A very, very loud system. Oh. God, give me some creative flight. I would love that about now. I've been wondering, like, how... For creative flight, I need a ghast. Because I need to... For an angel ring, I need to collect a ghast in a cursed lasso. And I'm just curious as to about how I'm going to do that, because ghasts don't spawn naturally. I'm wondering... I believe there's an area that's full of ghasts in the Twilight Forest, which I really want to explore in an upcoming episode. Oh god, this is just being such a hassle. So I'm wondering whether or not I can just get one from there. So let's just... No, run it up. And run this all the way down here. It's a super long cable. I've been trying to avoid super long cables, but I don't want to set up another network transmitter. If I can help it. So good. That should get me a nice little crafting grid in, or at least a grid in the floor. Good. And then you go like that. And grab you. Just replace the floor. Stupid thing. Right. Bam, bam, done. Okay. So, let's get this sorted. Let's put everything away. Carnalizer, hey? Good. You be dead. So, let's hang on to a weapon then. My plan is, and I'll keep my gluttony charm on me because I want to show you how that works. So, let's go at Pam's. At Pam's. And I want to grab a stack of everything that I have. Apricot, persimmon, cinnamon. Got cinnamon. Mangoes, almonds, pecans, limes, oranges I've got, coconut I've got. I'm not getting many blackberries. Okay, let's just head on over to my farm. Where's my berries? Tomato, zucchini, Brussels, turnips over here. Rhubarb, strawberry, cranberry, grape, cactus fruit, candleberry, and blueberries. I do not have a spot for blackberries. Okay, so turns out there are a few There are a few shortcomings in my system, but that's okay. All the process. What else do we need? So at Pam's, and we'll start from the bottom. I think would be quicker. So cantaloupe, oats, rhubarb, beet, winter squash, cauliflower, peas, barley, blueberries, candleberries, rutabaga, rice, artichoke, leek, corn, ginger, sweet potato, and cranberries, right? So what could go in the fridge? See, this is what I'm thinking of doing. Is we'll just fill this full of all of the stuff that we currently have. What would need to go in the fridge, do you think? I think all of these can't... I've only got one water chestnut. Okay, I need to figure some of these out. Coconut, orange, winter squash. Yeah. Okay, so cauliflower needs to stay in the fridge. Winter squash, probably peas. Corn in the fridge. Candleberries, blueberries, rutabagas, leek and artichoke. The rest of these are probably okay. They can all stay in our fridge. That's my food, thank you. And let's go back to Pam. So the reason I'm doing this is, where do we get up to? Cranberries, lettuce, scallion, zucchini, spice leaf, garlic. Oh, so I did have more than that water chestnut. Turnip? No, we got turnip. Rye, asparagus, seaweed, onion, and beans. So what goes in the fridge? Zucchini, scallion, lettuce, parsnip, and turnip, celery, okra. I've got 2 okra, but that's okay. Bell peppers, pineapple in the fridge, eggplant. Probably don't need pineapple in the fridge, but that's okay. Asparagus, tomato, chili peppers, mushrooms, grapes, and Brussels. And garlic can go in the fridge as well. Oh, and of course my cranberries. The rest can all go in the cupboard. Yep. Beautiful. And then we get the last of it, because I think I'm almost done at Pam's. There's, like I said, quite a few things I still don't have. Cucumber, raspberry, radish, tea leaf, lime, pecan, and I got the rest. Beautiful. So all of you in there, except for the cucumber, the radish, and the raspberries, because you'll need to go in the fridge, of course, keep you fresh. So now what I can do is right click on here and it gives me a list of all the things that can be made with what I currently have. So a stuffed pepper, spring salad, I can make salt, I can make a salsa, I can make a rice dough, make raisins, pistachio butter, pina coladas. Beautiful. Let's celebrate. I'm gonna make onigiri. Let's celebrate. Missing tools to craft. What? Juicer. Ah. Hang on, where's my juicer? Did I put it back? Juicer. Right. Boop. So now, if we go down to pina colada, click it again, bam, we have a pina colada. Delicious. It was that quick to eat because of the gluttony charm. You only have to click once and you eat the thing. So, this is my little kitchen area. So now I can cook all of the things. So baked sweet potato, which probably won't work. Oh yeah, it will because I've got the bakeware. It's a strange thing because I think some of these... I think you have to build everything. So rice dough. So now that gives me rice bread. So what I might do is click, make a whole heap of rice dough, and then I'll grab some more rice. So this is it's that rice, actually additions. So this is where it gets kind of tricky, I guess, is that you have to make everything individually, and it's not possible to automate. So while it's good, it's not perfect. So mustard, let's just make a whole heap of mustard, make a whole heap of ketchup, whole heap of heavy cream, or 8 heavy cream, because that's all I can really do. Oh, I'll make almond milk. Flour, let's make a whole heap of flour. Dough, I don't make barley dough. What else can we make? Curry powder, because that'll probably be necessary for something. Cooking oil, make some of that. Bubbly water, don't really care too much about that. So, we've got those things. So those are kind of staples. So they can go in there, and we'll just need to grab, let's have a look. So wheat, tomatoes, mustard. At Pam, wheat. Wheat. Where's all my wheat? So curry, tomatoes, mustard seeds, wheat. Rice, barley. I think we use a lot of barley. So they can all go back in there. And then that'll unlock even more things that we can make. So now we can make fried onions because we've got cooking oil. And so on and so forth. So make ground cinnamon, mustard, ketchup, which we've got, mango chutney, which takes cooking oil. Yeah, so there's a lot of steps in it. And at the moment, like I said, it's not entirely... oh, that's where the spices should go, shouldn't it? It's not entirely... what's the word? Automatable yet, which is kind of annoying. Oh, so you can only... Key... Yeah, that's kind of stupid. So it doesn't hold stacks of it up in there. Anyway, so I just wanted to get the kitchen kind of sorted. I've got a little serving hatch here, which I think is quite cute. And it means I can come in here and just make better food, basically, which was the whole point of this. I found out recently that you need to eat, I think it's 10 different foods or 50 different foods to get your extra 2 hearts, which I didn't know, which is why I couldn't craft something. So my bad, because I feel like I cheated that in because it wouldn't work because I didn't have the hearts. But yeah, you win some, you lose some. Anyway, so that's kind of I'm going to do the rest of that off camera because there's not a lot of excitement in watching me put ingredients into my kitchen, but that's what it's going to look like. Pretty good. I have access to everything there, which is very, very nice indeedy-do. So the next step that I wanted to go along, if I grab my quest book, was I had a bit of an idea of what we could look at next. So I finished all of these. Bam. Let's open up some of these and see if we actually get anything decent out of them, which we haven't done for a while. So it'll be worth trying it out. Some more balloons. Another scarecrow. A diamond fishing rod. A whole heap of heads. Because God knows I need more heads. And some more slime boots. Yep. Wonderful, wonderful trash as usual. So butts. Epic Thundercat, go. Slime boots can go. I don't need any more of those. Scarecrow. Yeah, no, sorry. And magenta balloons. I'll throw one of them away. And the slime thing. Nom. Right. So, what was I looking into? I would very much like to get into environmental techs, solar panels, but I think we've talked about this before. Not at solar. At environmental. In order to make... So, the solar array controller is easy enough. So, you need to make the solar cells. So, we'll go down the pathway. To make them, you need the photovoltaic cells, which needs the empowered crystal, which requires these, the photovoltaic cell time level 4s from Solar Flux Reborn. And to make those, we need the 3 cells, the 2 cells, and the 1 cells. Have I crafted them? Photovoltaic cells 4. Oh. Turns out I've got a lot of them. Can I make 2 stacks? Wow, I can. I'm going to start that crafting. Hopefully that just kind of works, which it looks like it is. Yep, it's just going. So the reason I want to make that is because the solar panels from environmental tech, once, if I can get up to the top level of them, which actually needs like 100,000 billion quadrillion of these, once I get up to the top level of them, it's a several million RF per tick, and it doesn't require anything. You just don't get power overnight, and that's it. Yeah, so I'm up to Needing more terra steel, but that's okay, because I think I've got a couple of those in stock now. Oh no, only the one. But I do now have 107 of the emeraldic crystals, so I think I'm pretty good for that. So, the next step, I'm just leaving those to craft. Yeah, so 72 structure panels. So what is it? The litherite panel takes that. But to make the solar array requires a litherite panel. Can I make one? Litherite solar cell. Can I make one of you? I'm missing 2 void crystals. Easy done. Coal. Take a block of coal. And then I will need my atomic reconstructor. Which I am going to figure out a way. Or I've thought of a way that I can automate this. Which I will be doing at some point. Put you down. Put you down. Stand well back. He goes up. Take you back. And now we have void crystals. And now we have void crystals for days. Okay. I got a balloon. I also hate this building, I've realised. I don't quite know what I was thinking. When I built it, I had this kind of idea for it, but now it's just become a mishmash of weird shapes and sizes and and I don't like it. But again, anything I do with it, I'll do off camera. These will have to stay because these were really annoying to do. I don't mind this area at the back, and I like that, even though I don't use it at all because I can't produce lava quick enough. It just feels a bit weird in here, so not really happy. At environmental tech, I want to make a litherite panel. Now I have everything. Might just cancel this crafting. So it's going nuts doing that. But litherite solar panel. I'm just curious to know what I need. It's going to be a crafting task, isn't it? Of course it is. Because it wouldn't be easy unless it was. Okay, so litherite solar panel. Can I just do that? So it requires photovoltaic cells. Photovoltaic cells. We'll just make 10 of you. Then I'll just make 3. Litherite. What else do we need? We need an interconnect, which requires these things. Boop, boop. And interconnect and boop. Do that. And then craft you. Thank you. There we go. So I've done that. Claim you. Now I can make the solar array, which requires a solar array controller. Solar array controller tier 1 needs 3 more lapis blocks. 1, 2, 3. And needs litherite blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 litherite blocks. And pop. Crafted. Thank you. Claim. And I wonder if I place this down, will it tell me what I need for it? Okay, solar array controller tier 1. And let's get our spot. Not what I expected to do, but let's just have a look at what we can make with it. Bup, bup, bup. And how much we need. So we need 4 null modifiers, 16 structure frame tier 1s or above, and 9 solar cells. The next one, so structure frames. That's really going to be the kicker. Structure frames. We've got structure frame tier 4s. Interesting. I wonder if I could use those for the... Because it says... or above. So I can actually use the tier 4 frames for the solar panels. Interesting. So it needs 24 and a solar cell of any type. Okay, so cool. That's good because I have, how many of those? 55. Just bear with me. I'm going to craft all of the controllers. Okay, it turns out we need lots and lots of the photovoltaic cells, which require a lot of void A lot of void crystals, which we don't really have a lot of at the moment. So we need 73 more of them. Shouldn't take us too long, but not really something we can do right at this moment. So let's have a look at some other things that we can do. And of course, for the iridium panels, we need the litherite panels, and for all of the panels, we need the blah, blah, blah. What else can we do just to finish off this episode? I reckon let's start looking at some mystical seeds. Let's look at mystical agriculture a little bit, just to get us started. So I've made, we need to make inferium seeds? No. We need to start off with inferium essence around seeds, yep. And then we need crafting seeds. Which are where? Tier 1 crafting seeds? Where do we make them? Base crafting seeds. So the seeds are out with prosperity around them. Boom. Let's just... I feel like we're going to need a lot of these, so let's just do that many. This is something that will probably end up... So, Tier 1 crafting seed. Tier 2 needs Prudentium, which we can't do yet. So, Tier 1 crafting seed. Hang on. Crafting seed. So, base crafting seed. Do that. Tier 1. Yes, complete. Right, so we need stone seeds. Stone seeds. Requires inferium around a tier 1 and some stone. So I can make that. Good. And then dirt seeds. Dirt seeds. Boop, boop, boop. And nature seeds. Nature seeds. Oh, nature cluster. Oh, interesting. So we need a nature cluster which requires pumpkins. Oh, which I'm not growing, apparently. Really? I'm not yet growing a pumpkin. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so I need to get pumpkins at some point. Let's just skip that for now. Wood seeds. Ironwood. Ooh. And there. So wood seeds. Water seeds. And then the final thing is ice seeds, which presumably requires ice. Which I don't know if we have any. We do. Bam. So that's all of them. Except for the other ones, which we need pumpkins for. We do have pumpkin seeds. And we do have a hoe. So let's just go and hoe up a whole heap of pumpkin seeds, and we'll just do that at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. Because basically once we have the seeds, we don't need anything. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is get some flux ducts. Get me old resonant ones. And we need... What else do we need? I mean, do you mind? We need our... I forgot what they're called. Cloches. Garden cloches. And we need some fluid ducts. May as well use the super laminar ones just for funsies. And then finally we need importers. And I need quite a few of them. Actually, I need 5 of them. And we'll wait for those to craft. We'll set up the cloches here. And I think the way I was doing this was... No. The other way. This way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that. And then we need exporters. Oh, and the importers go at the bottom. No, the exporters go at the top of that one. Yes, I forgot about that. But I do not need exporters for this one. So you do that, like that. Unless that's exporting water. Ah, it is. So I do need some exporters, but I'll do that in a second. No, I need dirt as well. So let's just go get some. Okay, so each one of them requires a dirt block. And then hopefully I can just put the seeds in there. They should work. They should work. Yep. I don't need water seeds, so I don't really know why I'm doing that. But dirt seeds, which I don't need either. Wood seeds, which I don't need. Stone seeds. And base crafting seeds. No, it doesn't do anything. ice seeds. So I can grow ice. There we go. And they work. Bam, bam. Importing into the system. Sorted. You're done. So I don't need you anymore. I have plenty of you left. And so I could... So now we've done that, we need to make inferium seeds. That's the one thing, actually, that I really need. So inferium. Yeah, so inferium seeds. I need lots of these. Might do that many. And I might just swap out a lot of this stuff for inferium seeds. So, for example, the wood. I don't need wood at all. So, dirt, bam, inferium. And water seeds really don't need. So, inferium seeds, and what are you? Dirt seeds. I will get dirt seeds. Wood seeds I don't need. Stone and ice. So, wood, don't need. So, I'll make the first 3 inferium. And then dirt there, inferium seeds, right? So, the reason I need that is because I need to make prudentium. And I think I need to make like a master infusion stone to do that. So, at mystical, in order to make prudentium, wow, creative essence. In order to make prudentium, I need, yes, so an infusion crystal. To make that, I need an infused diamond, which means I need dimensional shards and a diamond. How do I get dimensional shards again? I'm pretty sure we get dimensional shards from the ore, and from the ore we get a tier 6 miner. So I need to make a tier 6 miner. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is for another episode. Because I do not have the time in this one to do that. But if we go into at mystical, we'll see that we're starting to get dirt essence. We're starting to get stone essence. I wonder if we can actually make prosperity seeds. Just because I'm going to need quite a lot of prosperity. Doesn't actually look like you can. Wow. So you still need to mine that. That's okay. I've got 11,000 of them. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. We made some food. We made some mystical agriculture. We played around with environmental tech stuff again. I promise I'll do the rest of the environmental tech stuff off camera. But, as always, if you enjoyed it, or if you're new, subscribe. If you enjoyed it, click the like button and comment down below because I love talking to you guys. But until next time, take care, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Creampuff Plays Modern Skyblock 2. Bye-bye.